जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Everyone please sing. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Acharya Stotra Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Ajnana Tindrandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vikasa Swami Namini. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namini. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you for attending the session and welcome back everyone. So before continuing with today's session, that's the fourth session. So if you have any queries or any comments regarding yesterday's sessions, we can take a few and then we will continue with the session today. Have any queries? So one of you? Okay, then we'll start with the session 4. Session 4 will be discussing about putting a full stop to all the sufferings. Okay. So first of all, we should know what are the sufferings. Then we can try to put a full stop to that. So this session will deal with what are the real problems of life and what are the miseries and how can we solve, whether science can solve it or not. How spirituality can solve all the problems. All these things we will discuss in today's session. Yeah, let us get into it. So modern science offers only stopgap solutions and cannot put a full stop to the problems of life. What do you mean by stopgap solutions? What is a stopgap solution? It's a temporary solution, okay? It's like taking a painkiller, for example. Taking a painkiller doesn't mean that your disease is cured, right? You are getting some temporary relief. So all these scientific discoveries and inventions, whatever we see, they are all stopgap solutions. But as we have seen yesterday, sometimes these stopgap solutions will give rise to new problems. We have taken few examples also yesterday. Some of you are telling mobile phones and computer screens, plastic, we have discussed about so many things. So, but Vedic wisdom offers perfect spiritual solutions that put a full stop to the problems of life. How it is, we will discuss today. So, as part of this session, we will be discussing about what are the real problems of life, and then temporary solution offered by science, technology and medicine, but permanent solution offered by Vedic wisdom. Okay? So let us get into the first thing. What are the real problems of life? If I ask you this question, what are the problems in your life? What do you say? What do you think are the problems in life? You can just tell. Money, money is a problem. Many people. Then death, it's a real problem. Then what else? Managing our mind, controlling the mind is a problem. Even Arjuna faces that problem in Kurukshetra. Yes, what else? Traffic problem, Yes, definitely. Some of our friends are still fighting with traffic, maybe they didn't turn up today. Then what else? Desires, yes. How to deal? Okay. How to deal in various kinds of time, place and circumstances. Then what else? From ladies' side, they don't have any problems, it seems. Relationship problem, yes. Then what else? Okay, then we will see. Generally, as I have asked you this question, you came up with various answers. Generally, we feel no physique, no job, family problem, no money, I'm not handsome, I failed an exam, no girlfriend. See, so many, no girlfriend or no boyfriend, whatever it is. No, there are so many problems. That's what people say. No, yeah. But are these real problems? That we have to understand. Okay. Actually, according to Vedic vision, these are not at all problems actually. These are all side effects of the real problems. Got the point? There are many side effects. No? Generally, if we have a disease, every disease has a side effect and every medicine has a side effect, unfortunately, in allopathy system. But in Ayurvedic system, you don't have any side effects. So every problem has some symptoms. So these are all side effects, but these are not the real problems that we have to understand. Okay. A problem can be considered a real problem if it fulfills the following three criteria. Many of you would have wondered, what is this? There is so much science behind problem also. Problem also has a definition, you see. No? If you can remember this point, of all these sessions, if you can remember this particular concept, if you can understand it properly, I can assure you that most of your load is reduced. So please pay attention and hear it properly. So it is told here, a problem can be considered a real problem if it fulfills the following three criteria. That means if you have to tell that something is a problem, then you have to rethink about it. You have to check whether it fulfills this criteria. I will show you what is the criteria. Guess what? It is common to all. Something surprising or not? Generally, what do you think? When we speak about problems, we think that I only have this problem, or only few people have this problem. That's what we think, right? This is my personal problem. Sometimes people say, I have a personal problem. But sorry, nothing is a personal problem. Problem means, first of all, it should be common to all. See. And nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. No? And third one, nobody can avoid it. See. So, whatever you call something as a problem, it should satisfy these three criteria. First is, it is common to all, nobody wants it, nobody can avoid it. Can you guess what would be those problems? Whatever answer you are going to give, you just see whether they are satisfying these three criteria. Yes, you can tell now. Death, someone of you is telling death. Okay, let us analyze. Death is common to all? Yes. Rich, poor, ugly, beautiful, donkey, human, camel, dog, each and every living entity has to die, right? It's common to all. Nobody wants it, right? Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it means in any healthy condition, nobody wants it. But sometimes some people, because they become so much distressful in their life, they want to end their life. That's a different scenario actually. But generally speaking, in normal scenario, nobody wants to die, right? Yeah. And third is, nobody can avoid it. Can we avoid death? Is there any pill by taking which we can avoid death? No. There are so many people in history, so many scientists who declared that, okay, in coming 10 years, we will conquer death. But those people are already dead. Okay. So that's not possible. So death is common to all, nobody wants death, nobody can avoid it. Okay, so death is a problem. Now, what are the other problems? What is that? Old age. Someone is telling old age. Who is telling that? Okay, you know already. Yeah. Anyway, so old age. Old age is common to all or not? It's common to all. So nobody wants it, right? Everybody wants youth, not old age. But can we avoid old age? Is it possible to avoid old age? No. There is no way. Even if you are a great yogi, sometimes yogis, they live for a very long time. But for example, Bhishma, you see, you know 𝗵𝗱𝗆, right? 𝗵𝗱𝗆, he got a benediction from his father. The benediction is that 𝐻𝐴 it is called as. Okay, you can die whenever you want. But there is nothing like you just live forever, nothing like that. You have to die, but you have to decide when you want to die. One may think that it is a great boon. What a wonderful thing. I can die at my own wish. But old age is there again. You have to suffer old age. Old age will be like that. Your body will become so old that you feel like I want to die now itself. See? Yes or no? You are becoming old and old. Your body organs, because you cannot enjoy anymore. No, all the body limbs will be becoming weak and old. You see, old people, how suffering it is. So even though you have the benediction that you want to die, you don't want to live because body is not going to cooperate with you. So old age, nobody wants it, but nobody can avoid it. That's the point. Okay? Yeah, then what else would be the problems apart from these two?
Health issues.
What is that?
Health issues.
Health issues. We can tell it as disease. Okay? Disease. Yes, you are right. Disease is a problem. Disease is common to all, right? Is there anyone here who can tell that I never had any health issue in my life? Can anyone tell that? No. Even devatas, demigods, devatas, they have health issues. That's why they have devata physicians, Ashwini Kumaras. There are two personalities called Ashwini Kumaras. They are like devata physicians. They are specialists in their specialization is to deal demigods, devatas. There are so many specialists, no, like cardiologists, orthopedicians, pediatrics, nephrologists, neurologists. The same way, Ashwini Kumaras, they are specialized in dealing with demigods, devatas. Okay? So it is common to all. Nobody wants disease, but nobody can avoid disease. No? However, you maintain a very healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, still, no, disease takes birth along with us. That's what it is said. Everyone has some kind of disease. Yeah. Then what else? Natural disasters. Huh? Okay. Okay. But still, there are some places which are not affected. Yes or no? Not everywhere there are forest fires, for example. Not everywhere there are earthquakes. Not everywhere there are volcanic eruptions. Not everywhere there are tornadoes. Some kind of natural disaster will be there, but it may not be. Not all are affected by that. Yeah. So anything else? Fear. Yeah, there are so many people who doesn't fear, out of ignorance or out of knowledge. There are two categories. There are people who doesn't fear out of ignorance. Yes. What is that? Birth. Yeah. So yeah. So what is the source of those three problems? What we have discussed: death, old age, and disease. What is the source of that? Huh? Body. So birth, right? So, but you may say, I am celebrating birthday every year. Sir, no. Every year we are celebrating birthday. We are having a big party. So how do you say it's suffering actually? But it is suffering. You ask your mother, or you ask any gynecologist, no, whether birth is a suffering or not. You know something called as mortality rate? What is mortality rate? No. Not every baby is healthy when they take birth. Many of them die. That is there. High mortality rate, then they say. No. So why we cry when we come out of the womb of mother? When do we cry generally? When we suffer, right? So our birth itself is a suffering. That's why we cry so much. Anyway, I will show you some interesting video. What happens inside the mother's womb. Right? So because even though you may forget now what suffering we have experienced when we are in the womb of mother or at the time of taking birth, we may not remember those sufferings. But logically we can understand that something which is a something which gives birth to problems should also be problem, yes or no? Logically explain it. So birth is a problem because it gives birth to 3 other problems. Okay? Yeah. So we have already identified these 4 problems. So and the clue is there that there are only 4 problems actually: birth, death, old age and disease. These are the 4 real problems. Now Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. See, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he defines knowledge in chapter 13. He defines what is knowledge. He says that one who is a knowledgeable person, one who can understand that birth, death, old age and disease are the real problems in life, one who can see that these are the 4 real problems, he is actually a person in knowledge. That's what he says. Interesting, right? Interesting definition of knowledge actually. He says these are the real problems. One who can see that these are the 3 problems, he is a person in knowledge. Bhagavad Gita 13th chapter 8 to 12 slokas explains. Okay, let us focus on birth now. How birth is a problem? Yeah, there is an interesting video for you. For 9 long months, the human fetus lies cramped within the darkness of the womb. No? Do you think there is some air conditioning facility in mother's womb? No. We lie cramped. Why? You know what is getting cramped means? Like if you, like a bow, for example. If you fold someone, generally we see, if it is very cold, no, if you don't have proper blankets, what do? No, we will sleep like this, very close. In that way, we remain for 9 long months inside the womb of a mother. Okay? And in the womb of mother, we don't have any bed bulb or no kind of lighting is there, nothing. No, it's not cold there. No, it's very horrible atmosphere there. Scorched by the mother's gastric fire, you see, because we are in the stomach, no, because we are in the abdomen of mother. So when mother feels hungry, the baby suffers. You see, you can ask any gynecologist. Or there is a very interesting documentary called Inside the Human Body. You can search for it and you can see that. Inside the human body, they will show you everything, what is happening. So whenever the mother feels hunger, the baby suffers actually because of that gastric fire. See, jolted by sudden movements in a congested womb. See, mother will be moving here and there, right? She will be walking and all. She will be doing various things. So the baby will suffer because of that. And hungry worms in the abdominal cavity torment the child. You see, because every one of you may be knowing that there are so many microorganisms inside our stomach. No. So those microorganisms, they torment the child inside. Yeah. So we saw the birth of the child in mother's womb for 9 months. Imagine you are put in a room and locked for 9 months. How it would be? No? No, during the lockdown in Corona, so people suffered a lot because they cannot come out of their house. But imagine in a dark room without any ventilation, no? So many mosquitoes inside. You have to stay for 9 months. Can you imagine that? But we had this experience. No? So old age. So due to old age, people completely, change completely from how they used to look in the youth. Yes or no? There are, for example, here you see, right? So youth is called fleeting. So it doesn't stay for long. Youth, no, their form completely changes. Right? See how it has become. So we want to remain young forever. Yes or no? No. But very soon we start growing old and our bodies become weak and frail. Yeah, this is fact. No one wants to get old. Cosmetic industry is flourishing due to fear of old age. See, sir, no? It's a multi-billion industry. Cosmetics, so many kinds of powders, creams, deodorants, all those things, hair dyes, no, hair conditioning, hair styling creams, nail polishes, so many things, lipsticks, all those things, no. But why? Why it is? Because people are afraid. Maybe I am becoming old, no, like that.
Most people spend their lives wrapped up in rushing to and fro. As time flows quickly by, days, months, and years rush by in the blink of an eye. Yet for some reason, people try to ignore this fact. It is as if they think they will never grow old. Yet the days of youth that they so fondly imagine will never end are really very short. Almost everyone realizes that he will grow old one day. Yet young people always feel that those days are very far off. They refuse to accept that they will one day be old, weak, and helpless. The two young people in this picture are good-looking, with clean and perfect skins and shining teeth. But there is another important detail. These pictures were taken in 1955. When this picture was taken, these two were most probably not giving any thought to the fact that they would one day grow old. Yet some 50 years or more have now gone by, and nothing remains of the youth and beauty in the picture. Time destroys everything. That is a law of the world.
So, hope you understand. So, old age is a problem. And disease. We want to always remain healthy, but much against our wish, we encounter various diseases. No? You may be very cautious still. And death, it is explained in Garuda Mahapurana, no, that when the hour of death approaches, then by chance a certain diseases raise up its head. The organs grow weak, trouble starts showing their powers, as if all of a sudden millions of scorpions have strung the person. See, that's why we see generally people when they pass away, they also pass stool and urine. No, this is a common phenomenon. When you see people die, why do they do like that? Because of severe pain in their body, or they are very afraid. No, so it happens to everyone. So death is the time when soul is taken out of the body and we have to go to the next body. No, so it is mentioned in Garuda Purana. So very painful process of leaving body actually. No, in that diseased condition, the dying person's eyes bulge out, bulge due to pressure of air from within, and his glands become congested with mucus. He has difficulty in breathing, and there is a rattling sound within his throat. Thus he dies most pathetically. Explained Bhagavatam. We all has to experience this. So apart from 4 problems, there are threefold miseries also. No, it's like bonus, 4 plus 3, combo offer kind of thing. No, what are those 3 miseries? So can you prepare a table and list down examples for these types of miseries? Okay, apart from these 4, can you tell what are the other miseries we face in this life? Okay, here there is a clue. These miseries are again categorized into 3. Due to our own mind and body, and due to other living entities, and due to natural disasters. Okay, we can categorize them into 3. Can you tell a few, like due to your own mind and body, what kinds of problems come? What is that?
Overthinking.
Okay, overthinking. That is called as stress. Overthinking is called as stress. Headache, yes. That falls under due to our own mind and body.
Anxiety.
Anxiety, yes. That is also because of our mind. Anxiety. That falls in the first category. Then, due to other living entities? Fear. Comparison, that is all regarding mind. Yeah, there are so many examples. What about miseries due to other living entities? Other living entities.
Pollution.
Pollution, yeah, maybe because of so many people are traveling on the road. Yes. Animal fear, yeah. Snake bite. Mosquitoes. No, common problem, no? Mosquitoes. Yeah. House flies. No? Bed bugs. So many are there. No? Family members. Yeah, colleagues, friends, so many things are there. Then, due to natural disasters, tsunami, floods, earthquakes. What is common thing in Hyderabad? Floods are common, right? It has become common for a few years actually. No? Yeah, so many are there. Headache, stress, depression, body pain, suicidal thoughts, no? Insect bite, arguments and fights among our friends or family members, bacterial like common cold, viral diseases, corona virus, no? Animals attack, theft and robbery, you see, and natural disasters, tsunami, earthquakes, floods, tornadoes, drought. Hare Krishna. No? So many are there. So many examples can be quoted here. So, these are the threefold miseries. Adhyatmika klesha, technically called in Sanskrit, miseries due to one's body and mind. Okay? These are called as Adhyatmika klesha. And Adhibhautika klesha means miseries due to other living entities. And Adhidaivika klesha means miseries due to natural disasters. Okay? So these 3 are represented by Trishul in the hand of Durga Mata actually. You know Trishul is there, no? Lord Shiva has Trishul and also Durga has also Trishul. You know what is Trishul means? Three. Three things which always disturb us. No? Because Durga Devi, she is a jail superintendent. This world is like a jail actually. And who is that superintendent who never allows us to escape from this world? Durga Devi. No? She will be punishing everyone with her Trishul. What are this Trishul? Miseries due to our own body and mind, and due to living entities, due to natural disasters, you see. All these things. So can you quote some other problem or some other misery which is out of this classification? Please think about it. Did we cover everything in this? Or is there any other problem other than this? You can just think for a moment. We cannot, right? Because everything is grouped here. That's the point. Yeah. So Adhyatmika Klesha, for example, misery is due to our body and mind. You see, no? Out of every 751 youth, 405 are struggling with their mental health. That means almost 54%. So India Today says that teen suicide rates have tripled in past 25 years. Tripled. You know what are the causes? Academic pressure, lack of family support, stress. No? This is only in one category. You know, one amazing thing, during this corona wave, no? So many people lost their lives in Japan. So they did the survey, and surprising things are that we may think that okay, many people died because of this coronavirus. No. It is stated that many people died because of suicides than of corona. It is told that every year in Japan has the highest suicidal rate. No, you can imagine more people lost their life because of suicides than because of corona. You can imagine. So what is Japan known for? Technology. No? See, this is the result of technology. No? So people become like that because of heavy technology. No interpersonal relationships. Now we can see in India also, right? Earlier if there are 10 people, no, always it used to be a problem that keep silence, keep silence, keep silence. Nowadays no need to tell anything. Already people are silent. No? Even in colleges nowadays there is no teacher, no professor, he says keep silence, don't make noise. No one makes any noise actually. Just silent, pin drop silent, because everyone has their own mobile phone. Everyone is immersed in their own world. No? So this is the thing. Yeah. So Adibhautika Kleshas, misery is due to other living entities. No? Terrorists, so many things. Mosquitoes, no? Our neighbors or police, so many. And Adidhaivika Klesha. So Adidhaivika Klesha, because of natural disasters. In 2011, throughout the world survey, tornado. Forest fires. So these are a few examples. So these are common to everyone, right? Irrespective of nation or financial status, religion, caste, creed, language, country. There is no barrier for this, no? Like everyone, it's common for all. So these are the real problems. So now everyone understood what are the real problems of life, right? So by understanding this, we should not be over anxious regarding petty things which we can easily solve in one or the other way. But even though you are expert in dealing with the problems of people, for example, there are so many psychologists or counselors, they counsel people so that they can remain peaceful. But everyone has their own problems. This 4 plus 3 is common to all. So these are the real problems. No one can, especially science cannot solve that. Yeah. So let us see how science offers temporary solutions. So although we are advanced in medical science, and have a latest technology at our disposal, yes or no? We have so many corporate hospitals, right? It's a surprising thing that now, like hospital industry, it has become an industry. Earlier it was not an industry. It was never thought that income generating thing. Did anyone imagine that some 100 years ago that health will become something, as an industry? No. But it is now an industry. So we have latest technology. They advertise on the, if you saw on the hoardings and all, Yashoda hospitals, Apollo hospitals, whatever. What are the other hospitals? Popular hospitals? Care Hospital, so many, Star Hospital. They advertise, we have latest technology, Chinese technology. We will do like Zoom call operation, something like that. We will operate you in Google Meet, something like that. So much advanced technology came. But still, what is happening? Still our plans of good health and happiness are thwarted with newer and newer diseases, you see. Diseases are increasing at such a rate, by the time they select one disease and do some research, some new disease is emerging. Yes or no? Recently, there was a wave of fevers everywhere. No one could understand what kind of fever it is. Wherever you go, they are giving the same medication, antibiotics. People's faces became black and all, joint pains and all. Yes or no? We had these fevers in Hyderabad here. Yeah, at least in Andhra area, so many people suffered with that. Suffering was more than even Corona. But Corona got advertised, but this did not get advertised. I don't know somehow why. Maybe the medical companies, they couldn't make any business, it means. Otherwise they would have advertised it a lot. But anyway, the point is, the technology has increased, but the diseases had increased tenfolds. You see, that is the point here. Who is this? Muhammad, the champion. He told that I am greatest, he told, because he was world weightlifting or wrestling champion at one point of time. Now, what is his position? He died suffering from Parkinson's disease. He couldn't even lift a cup of coffee. See, that's how time works actually. Once upon a time, he was world weightlifting champion actually. Now he couldn't even lift a cup of coffee. See the irony. Why do even such great personalities suffer from problems? Because all these people, they were considered as great personalities, right? Everyone wear a t-shirt and on that Muhammad Ali, his photo will be there. Che Guevara, Muhammad Ali, various other personalities. People like to have that. But why even they has to suffer the problems? That's the question. So painkillers are there. See, can scientific advancement help us put a full stop to all sufferings? No. These are all stopgap solutions. That's what we have discussed. An interesting observation here, see. Martin Luther King Jr. He said that now man can fly like a bird in the sky. Yes, we have so many aeroplanes. and swim like a fish underwater in a submarine. No, the only problem is we can't walk on land like a human being because of pollution. See? No, except on land, man can roam everywhere. That is the position now. No? You can imagine in a city like Hyderabad, walking on a road every day. If you have to go by walk to your office, you cannot even imagine going on a bike actually, or even a car. No, or maybe in the future this drone technology will come, and maybe your company will provide a drone for you. No, the drone will land, in your house, and then you have to just like you fix a bag, to your back. So you have to fix something to the drone, and it will just take you and land you on your company, something like that. Maybe that kind of technology has to come. That's why now this option came, work from home. Sir, no. No. So this is a very interesting observation. You see here, a mountain of 6 million tires. What you see here, how to dispose them? See, this is the stupidity of humankind actually. When they invent someone, they don't get that idea. Yesterday we were discussing about this. How to dispose this in future? For example, plastic. They never thought that how to dispose in the future. They just created it and they started using it. Same way these tires, you see, 6 million tires. Who would have counted? I doubt it. But still, let us consider 6 million tires. How to dispose them? They are not going to mix in the earth, right? So they have to invent something. That's why nowadays they are thinking to go to Mars and Venus so that they can use those planets as dustbin, you see. Maybe they are thinking that they can take all these tires and dump somewhere, you see. And already there is a fear of aliens, Already they are telling that some flying saucers are roaming here. Maybe they are from other planet, they are thinking to dump something in Earth, maybe. No. We don't know what is happening. Anyway, an interesting video here for you. Eating like credit card a week, a hanger a month. See, this is the truth. So what to do? No, we are digging out something which is buried, beneath the earth. Yes or no? So how plastic is manufactured? From where do we get plastic? So what is the source material? These are all byproducts of oil. These are all byproducts of crude oil. Yes or no? From crude oil they get petrol, diesel, naphthalene, white petrol, kerosene oil, all these things. And from that only they get these plastics also. They prepare so many things. So plastic came, actually how this plastic came, this was thought as a waste material, when they are purifying this crude oil, in the process of manufacturing, the process of purifying the crude oil. Purifying means you have to remove the dirt, right? This plastic, whatever we are using, is a waste material which came out when they separate petrol, diesel and all. So they were thinking what to do, where to dump it. Okay? In that process, someone got this crazy idea that let us make various things with this. This is the result now. You know this or not? Yeah, plastic came like that. They started using it. No? So now, because you have seen the video, now you can understand this is the problem due to which we get diseases. all kinds of complex diseases, especially cancer. Nowadays, cancer has become common, right? You know why? Because we are eating plastic. No? You just imagine. Earlier, we used to see, like, for some, just for entering into Guinness Book of World Records, someone used to eat a tube light. No? All crazy things they used to do. Do you remember that? One guy who ate the whole car in a month, something like that. No? People are crazy. Now, no need to do. Everyone of us are already in the record of 𝗏 because we are already eating a credit card a month, no, and a hanger as it is shown. That's the case. So science has invented bombs that can only blast living bodies into pieces, but they cannot create life. You know how this Nobel Prize came? You know the history of Nobel Prize? Alfred Nobel. What did he do? He was actually the person behind nuclear bomb. You know that? No? He is the person behind this invention of atomic bomb or nuclear bomb. Then he saw the devastation which happened in Japan because of this nuclear explosion, Hiroshima, Nagasaki and all. Then he thought, what I have discovered, such a dangerous thing. Then he announced a Nobel Prize. Whoever works for the peace of world, no? He made everyone peaceless, and then he started a Nobel Peace Prize. See? He declared, now what's all? Now I got a realization. Whoever works for the no peace of the world, on my name I will give him an award. What's the point? No? Yeah. So generally when we go to doctor, when you say, sir, I am feeling some back pain, doctor says, okay, use Brufen. For neck pain, they use Brufen. Stomach pain, Brufen. Same painkiller to suppress the pain everywhere. Neck pain, stomach pain, wherever you have pain, use Brufen. That's all. No? If you go to an Ayurvedic doctor, for example, if you tell him, sir, there is a stomach pain, immediately he will ask, okay, what did you eat yesterday night? Yes or no? But allopathy doctor, what does he say? Use Brufen. No problem. But Ayurvedic doctor, he will ask, what did you eat last night? When you say, okay, sir, last night we had a party, I ate a pizza, for example. Then he will say, yeah, this is the reason you have a pain in your stomach. No? Then he will give you a powder and then you have to take that and then you will cure the disease. This is how. No? So suppressing pain is a temporary solution. Ayurvedic treatment may take some time. You have to follow some precautions and all. What to eat, what not to eat, all these things are there. Right? But allopathic medicine, just use a Brufen. No? Generally, there is a combo pack. Generally, if you visit a doctor for nothing, they will give you like a B complex tablet, vitamin tablet, and they will give a painkiller and an antibiotic and a gas tablet. No? So set of 4 tablets. For everything, it's common. See, that's the thing. Problem is old age. Old age means white hair problem. So what science offers the solution? Use hair dye. That's all. That's the solution. Old age, wrinkles are problem. Use facelift therapy, they says. Back pain, stomach pain, okay, use painkillers. No? You are not having like loss of breath, breathlessness and death, then use oxygen tubes. So, no, you will be placed on a ventilator. Right? So these are all superficial patch-up solutions. Can they free us from suffering? No. They cannot free us from suffering. No? This is something like, see, we can patch up the problems to fool some people for some time. Okay? There is a saying actually. You can cheat some people for some time. No? And all the people, no, it is said that you can fool some people all the time and all the people for some time, but not all the people for all the time. You understood what is said here? No? The same way, we can patch up the problems to fool some people for some time, but soon the reality will be exposed. So this is the reality. No? Outward package. This is the age of package actually. No? If you don't have a package, no one will purchase that. You see. Are you not surprised whenever you go to a vegetable market, vegetables are always fresh? No? But immediately when you take them home, within 1 day or 2 days, they will become rotten. What is the secret? You understood my question? Have you ever seen in a vegetable market that some vegetable is rotten? No. But if you purchase the vegetable, you take home, within 1 or 2 days it will become rotten because you are not spraying the chemical here. Because you don't know what chemical to spray. This is the thing. So soon, reality will be soon exposed. That's why intelligent people, what they do, because nowadays this marketing has entered everything. No? Especially in foreign countries, see for example, if you take a carrot, it will be like a perfect triangle. No? Take a carrot, it will be a perfect triangle. If a carrot has little bend somewhere here and there, people will not take it. You see. No? So in Western countries, what they do, because so many considerations are there. For example, pumpkin, we have to transport pumpkin in a lorry. So they thought that because of this round shape, so much empty space is there. So why don't we make them as a blocks, perfect block? No, they genetically modified it. Then they started having box pumpkins, so that boxes, less luggage, less space will be consumed there. The same way, through genetical engineering, what they are making now, perfect vegetables. They look like that. Perfect triangle, apple exactly round, no? You see they are glazing, no? Seedless, everything like that. But because of consuming them, because of consuming so much of seedless fruits, people are becoming seedless, you see. No? They cannot beget children anymore. What is the reason? Because of all this biologically, genetically engineered milk, no? Genetically engineered food and all. So nowadays, people are very infertile. It's a big problem. Now it has become a great industry, like, what is that? Test tube babies, fertility centers, you see. This is the reason. No? Yeah, so patch up solution, but reality is like that. Okay? So old age, science and technology cannot stop old age. Yes or no? No? They cannot eradicate disease. No? Hardly has any understanding of life and death. They don't know what actually is death. So superficial patch-up solutions cannot free us from suffering. That we have to understand. No? Luxuries and comforts offered by science and technology cannot satisfy the soul. That we have to understand. That's why, in spite of so much technological advancement, people are suffering. Yes or no? Why people started migrating from villages, leaving their professions behind? What do you think is the reason? Luxuries. Because they are offered, no? Like if you come to city, you can enjoy so many luxuries, so many things. So much luxury is there, so much technology is there. But ultimately we see people are not happy. Yes or no? People are not happy. That's why we have all this mental distress and all these things in the cities, right? So the point is, these are all on the bodily platform. We are trying to satisfy the body, but the point is, as we have discussed in the first session, we are not this body, we are spirit soul. So if you want to be really happy in this life, then you have to offer something to satisfy the soul. But now whatever you are offering only for the bodily satisfaction. That is the reason why people are becoming frustrated. They don't understand. They think that, no, I have so much money with me. I have here I have seen, what is that? Big communities coming here and there. No, but still no happiness. I have a floor. I have an apartment, 6-bedroom apartment. No, only one person living in the house, but he will have 6-bedroom flat. No, that too in the 100th floor. No. My home, yeah, I have seen something. My home. Everywhere in Hyderabad, my home, everywhere. No? But people are not happy. This is the problem. An example is given here. Luxuries and comforts offered by science and technology cannot satisfy the soul as much as a fish taken out of water cannot be satisfied by any kind of facilities for enjoyment. Okay. You take a fish out of water and offer it all kinds of luxuries. Offer it a cigar, offer it a drink, no? Offer it a movie, all those things. Will it be happy? No. What should be done? It should be taken back to water. That's the only remedy. Similarly, no? The soul can only be satisfied and happy in spiritual world, okay, which is his natural home, just as fish will naturally be happy when put back in water. You see. What's the point? So yesterday someone was asking, what is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita? The purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to take us back home, back to Godhead, to spiritual world. No? That's the purpose. No? Like these politicians, they are making promises that if I come into government, if I come into power in the next 5 years, I will give everyone an opportunity to visit moon. Maybe they didn't do that, but they will be doing in the future. Already our, who is that? Which company it is? Tesla, yeah. They are planning space travel, space tourism. Right? Space tourism. So in future we may hear, before we die at least, some politician he will say, I will create an opportunity so that everyone can, at least once in their lifetime, they can go and see Mars and come back. See. Now, after 10 years, someone will say, I will do it free of cost, someone will tell. See. So, but Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, you just come back to the home, back to Godhead, then you will have no miseries, no death, birth, death, all these diseases and all. No? Yeah. So, what is the difference between the wise and the foolish? The wise, they have firm faith in God, but the foolish, no faith in God. The wise lives their life according to laws of God. See, no? But the foolish, they think that eat, drink and be merry philosophy. Like work for 5 days and 2 days you enjoy. That's the new work culture, right? Nowadays. Work for 5 days. Why you have to work for 5 days? To be lazy for 2 days. See. For the sake of becoming lazy for 2 days, people has to work for 5 days. That's the new work ethic. No? But we have to understand what is the purpose of life. So the wise, they remember the temporary nature of this world. Because these 7 things which we have discussed, 4 problems and 3 miseries, no one can avoid it with any kind of scientific advancement. That thing we have to understand. This is a great cheating going on, that people think that science and technology will one day solve all our problems. Still people are in such kind of what you call bewilderment actually. Yes or no? Still so many people have, majority of the people, they have faith in science, right? They are really thinking that one day science will solve these problems. But they don't realize that year by year science is making our lives miserable, that we don't understand, you see. What do you think? What is your opinion in this case? Am I speaking something nonsense or what? Is it true or not? But people have faith in science. They have this belief, even though they are struggling for hours in the traffic, still they think, no, one day will come, all these problems will be gone, science will solve it. They are thinking like that. So, the wise can understand that any kind of material adjustment cannot solve birth, death, old age and disease. No? 𝐁𝐸𝐴𝐷𝐸𝐾, and 𝗤𝐵H𝗱𝗆, these 3 miseries. There is no material solution for all these things. If you can understand this, you can gain a lot of peace in your life. Please try to understand. You got this point? Because we are not alone in this. As it is explained, a problem means it should be common to all. So everyone has these 7 things, everyone is facing that, we have to understand. Those who are unfortunate, they create more and more. See, already by default we have all these 7, but we are busy with science and technology. How science and technology will help us? Science and technology will help us to create more artificial necessities. Did God create this traffic problem? No. This is created by human beings. Did God create this pollution problem? No. Who created it? We created it. So we are suffering. This is called as 𝗬𝗂𝗧𝗧. No? We are suffering our own misdeeds. God has nothing to do here. Because whatever miseries are there, they are already fixed. 7. This we have to understand. But the foolish, what they do? They forget the temporary nature of this world and enjoy sinfully, not caring for the future. See? They don't care about what happens. I have to be happy, you see. The whole culture is like that nowadays. No? Use and throw culture. This is called as use and throw culture. No idea of what is going to happen because of my deeds. Whatever I am doing, how it is going to affect others. No one is thinking, yes or no. I have money, I am thirsty, I will drink a water bottle and throw it, that's all. Yes or no. I have some plastic, throw it. No. I have some used tire, just throw it from 5th floor. No. Someone's head will break, no problem. No. So you see how irresponsible life people are leading now. Yes or no? Irresponsible life. Everywhere, electricity, unnecessary use of electricity, unnecessary use of petrol, no, unnecessary exploitation of material resources is going on. So we have to pay a price for this all. We have to understand that. No? So we are thinking that we are creating comforts, but actually our comforts are uncomfortable to other living entities. No? For the sake of people in cities to be comfortable in their life, no, the governments will make the lives of people who are residing in the rural areas uncomfortable. See, whatever quality is there, that they will take it to the cities or to the, they say, export quality, they say. This is the thing. No? Miserable life. So the wise, they follow a regulated life of principles to ultimately attain God. But the fools, they are envious of others. No, lives an unregulated life and goes to hell. See? Unregulated life. So people are leading unregulated life. They have to pay for that. You have to understand. So, no, life can be compared to a train journey actually. No? In the journey of life, we all need to leave this body one day. Should not forget that. Yes or no? No? For example, you are sitting in a coupe. Slowly, everyone vanishes. No? The most surprising thing actually, you see, 𝐴𝐴Hi bhutani 𝗂𝐵𝐻𝐿 𝐻𝐿. 𝐴𝐴Hi means every day. No? So many living entities. 𝗂𝐵𝐻𝐿 𝐻𝐿. They are all passing to, they are entering Yamalayam. Yamalayam means the abode of Yamaraj. 𝗍𝐻, those who remain here. 𝗍𝐻 స్థావరం ఇచ్చంతి. But those who remains here, they think that they are going to stay here forever. No? 𝐾𝐈𝐿𝐼 𝗂𝐻. What is more surprising than this? You say. In Mahabharata, an Yaksha asks a question to Maharaj Yudhishthira. He asks, what is the most surprising thing in this world? Then he says this. 𝐴𝐴Hi bhutani 𝗂𝐵𝐻𝐿 𝐻𝐿. 𝗍𝐻 స్థావరం ఇచ్చంతి. No? In the same way, when we pass on the road, we see some dead body. We think that, poor fellow, he passed away. Then I will go. That's all. We think that we are not going to die forever. Yes or no? Great wonder actually, you see, surprising thing. 𝐾𝐈𝐿𝐼 𝗂𝐻. What is the most surprising thing than this? So the foolish, they are mad after petty pleasures of life, indulge in sinful activities and invite a ghastly future, sees everything is temporary but still is blind to truth. You see, they break God's laws due to uncontrolled senses. No, it is like something called as goat mentality, for example. No? In Hyderabad, there are so many so many butcher shops, right? Yeah. Hyderabad is well known for world renowned slaughterhouses also. What is that? 𝗁𝐾𝐕𝐻𝗱𝗃, something like that is there in Hyderabad. No? So what happens? You see, in a butcher shop, so many goats are lined for butchering. Now, one by one they get butchered. But what they do, meanwhile they give some, because people need fresh flesh, no? They don't want, dead flesh. They want fresh flesh. Freshly killed goat they want. So they have to maintain the other goats also. But the goats, what do they think? Oh, such a tasty grass to eat today. They are already looking there, no? Their friends are getting butchered. But still they think, no? He will be the next. But he is happy with short-lived pleasure. You see. This is what happens. So this is like that. So temporary solutions, whatever science and technology and medicine gives us, they cannot solve the problem. We have to understand. Then where is the permanent solution? Permanent solution is with Vedic wisdom. Okay? Yeah. So that's why Vedic wisdom provides answers to why am I suffering and what is the goal of life. You see. No? Can science answer these two questions? Okay. How science answers these questions? Why am I suffering? Because you don't have money. Science answers it like that. What is the goal of life? To enjoy. Sir, no. What a simple answer, you know. But Vedic wisdom provides proper answers. Okay, let us see. Why am I suffering? Because everyone should have got this question by now, right? At least some of you. After going through the definitions of problems, definitely someone should have thought, right? Why am I suffering? Yeah, this is true. At least you should have got some realization that yes, we are suffering in life. Yes or no? Maybe before attending this session you have some doubt whether I am suffering or not. But at least after attending the session, are you convinced that we are suffering or not? Yes or no? You all have this 4 plus 3? Yes. Now the next question should be, what should be the next question? Why am I suffering? No? The answer is what Vedic scriptures tell us. We suffer the threefold miseries and 4 real problems of life because we have turned away from God and are acting sinfully against God's laws. See, this is the answer the Shastra says. It may not be convincing to someone, but this is true. What is said here? We have turned away from God and are acting sinfully against God's laws. For example, child leaving the safe custody of parents, for example. No? What happens to a child? If he leaves home, he has to suffer, yes or no? He has no protection. Who will take care of him? So aligning with God helps us overcome sufferings. Okay? This is the point. So the Bhagavad Gita, what Bhagavad Gita teaches us? How to align our lives with God. Okay? So this is the reason why we are suffering. So please try to understand. Because we are acting against God's laws, we are suffering. And the question 2, what is the goal of life? No? This we have to understand. Yes. You want to go to previous slide? Which one? Okay. So why are we suffering? We have turned away from God and are acting sinfully against God's laws. For example, there are traffic rules. When you are on road, you have to follow some traffic rules. For example, a red signal, what I have to do? To stop. But if you go, what happens? You will be fined or punished or penalized, right? So everywhere, wherever you are, there are a set of rules and regulations. For example, you are attending a session here. Suddenly you feel like smoking. You will pull out a cigarette like this. Immediately our person will come and throw you outside. Yes or no? So wherever you live, you have to abide by some rules and regulations. In the same way, we are actually supposed to live in God's kingdom, which is called in various names in various religions. Some say heaven, some say Jannat, some say Vaikuntha, Goloka, spiritual world, like that. We are supposed to stay there, but when you have to stay there, there are some rules and regulations. For example, if you have to stay in your home, there are some rules and regulations. You have to earn something. Every month you have to pay. Sir, no. Otherwise, your wife or mother, whoever it is, they will throw you out. Yes or no? In the same way, there are some set of rules and regulations which we are supposed to follow, but when we don't do that, then we will be thrown away from there and we will be coming here. Okay, this you will understand in detail. Okay, for now that much is enough. We will see. Yeah. So the second question we are going to see, what is the goal of life? Yes. No? Because we see in this life, see, vasamsi jirnani yadha vihaya navani grahhnati naroparani tadha sharirani vihaya jirnan anyani samyati navani dehi. What is happening here? You are the soul, your body is just like a shirt. That is explained in Bhagavad Gita. As a person puts on new dresses, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. This is what is happening in every life. No? So how to understand this? Yeah, here is a practical example. In this very life, we are changing so many bodies, yes or no? No? When we are freshly out of mother's womb, no? Do you have any photograph of someone of you when you are freshly out of mother's womb? No one of you have? At least like 1 month old photo, 2 months old, 3 months old. Definitely some of you should be having, right? Some childhood photo should be there. At least 1 year, first birthday. Many of them, they celebrate first birthday. No? So what happened to, for example, now you have to apply for a job. They will ask you for a passport size photo. Will you give that photo? Your first birthday photo? Something like this. You will give that photo or what? Will they accept that? But you may argue, hey, why? I am the same person, why are you rejecting that? What do they say? That's a different, I need recent. So they want your recent body photo, not that gone dead body photo. That body is always already dead, yes or no? That is gone. That's gone for good. Now you have a fresh body. So they always want your fresh picture, yes or no? No? So we know that in this very life we are changing bodies. Then what is why it is so difficult to understand that after giving up this body we will take another body? That simple it is, changing the body. No? So what happens to us at the time of death? The soul leaves the gross body behind and is taken to another womb based on the quality of desire stored in this subtle body at the time of death. See, if you remember in the previous session we discussed that there are two kinds of bodies. What are they? What are they? Gross and subtle bodies. Gross body is made up of earth, water, fire, air and ether. Subtle body is made up of mind, body and mind, intelligence and false ego. Okay, so try to understand very carefully. At the time of death what happens? We leave our gross body. We still have the subtle body. Try to understand that. And this subtle body will transfer us to a new gross body based upon our desires. Now, desires are linked to our mind, yes or no? For example, we think with our mind. So, whatever you think at the time of your death, your subtle body will transfer you to that kind of new body, gross body. That is the point here. Okay, it's like this. You understood here? Same person, but according to his desire, he is changing various vehicles. Yes or no? No, he is riding cycle. For example, in childhood, no, the children they ask for a cycle. Yes or no? No. When they are even younger, for example, when they are unable to stand, they try to stand up first of all. When they are able to stand, they try to walk. When they walk, they ask for a cycle. When they are able to cycle, then they ask for a two-wheeler, moped. When they are able to do that, then they will ask for a car. No? After a car, they will ask for a joyride on a plane. No? This is the case. So in the same way, as per our desire, we are getting a vehicle, yes or no? According to our desire, we are getting a vehicle. The same way, this body is also a vehicle. Yesterday, if you remember that example, that horses are, the chariot example was given, no? 5 horses, they are 5 jnanendriyas, 5 working senses. No? And the ropes to control the horses, what is that? Mind. Who is the driver there? Who is controlling that? Intelligence. And who is the passenger? Soul. And the whole chariot is the body. So changing body is like changing a vehicle, that's all. Which vehicle do you get? Based on your desire. Right? If you desire to travel in third AC, you can travel. First AC, you can travel. Or in a aeroplane, you can travel. Based on your desire. So your desire will decide your future body. Someone is telling, what are your problems? Someone desires are problems. Yes, definitely. Wrong desires are definitely problems. Okay. So just like the same person moves from one vehicle to another. No? The spirit soul moves from one body to another. Now, on what basis the soul is awarded the next body? Lord Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita that 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗆 स्मरन् भावं त्यजत्यन्ते कलेवरं तं 𝗬𝗂𝗽𝗍𝐿 कौन्तेय सदा तद् भावभावितः. He explains that, see, whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. For example, every day before going to sleep, what do we remember? Generally, what do we remember? The things that which we do on the day, no? If not all the things, but which we have
makes us happy or sorry.
Yeah, which have more effect on us, that we will remember, yes or no? And you will go to sleep. Early in the morning, what will you remember again?
Same means in the form of dreams or
Same things which you were thinking before going to sleep. For example, you have a project, for example. Today you came from the company, your boss has given you some project. So you are thinking about that project and you fell asleep. Immediately when you wake up in the morning, what comes to your mind? The same project will come. In the same way, here also, the death also functions the same. No? So death is like a prolonged sleep. So before leaving this body, whatever we are thinking, what do we think generally? Whatever we have done in the whole life, whatever major activities we have done in this whole life, that we will remember at the time of death. And when we take new body, so whatever you are thinking at the time of death, that will give you a new body accordingly. This is the phenomena we have to understand. Okay? Yeah. We accept one body after quitting another depending on desires in the mind, no, and good and bad karma, you see. So like that we will be moving into various kinds of bodies. No? Cat body, dog body, giraffe body, vulture body, elephant body, no? Various kinds of body. So these two are the deciding things. Desires in the mind and good and bad karma. See. Law of karma. What is law of karma? Simple example, simple definition is, as you sow, so shall you reap. You know this, right? No? If you sow a papaya seed, what will come out? Papaya will come, not lemon or some banana, right? The same way, why we got this kind of body in this life? Because we have done something similar to that effect. No? Why we got human body is because we have done something which will give you a human kind of body. That means we should have definitely done something in relation to the Lord. For example, all the other living entities, all the other bodies, for example, cat, ant, fan, all these various living entities, they cannot do any God-related activities. Only in the human life we can do God-related activities. Because we have done something related to God, so that we have got this body. Or maybe even though we were in animal body, someone would have engaged us in the service of Lord. Sometimes we see, we eat prasadam and remnants, we just throw it. Then the dog will come and eat. then that dog will get human body. See, sometimes they throw some prasadam in the water, in the rivers or canals and all. Some small fish will come and eat. They will get human body. See, sometimes we see we engage elephants, horses and all. Yes or no? And even we break a coconut in the temple. Yes or no? If you break a coconut, then that tree will get human form. This is the science. We have to understand. That's why in Vedic culture, we have this tradition that when we go to a temple, or when we have to, temple means we have to decorate with the banana trees and all. Yes or no? No? Will you decorate a temple with some thorny bush? Cactus plant? No. What will you use? Plantain will use banana, and mango leaves will use. Yes or no? Because that's why they are termed as, even in plants there is something called as pious plants. You understand the point? That's why in Vedic culture, why we offer so many things, flowers we offer. Whichever flower we offer at the lotus feet of Krishna, that plant will get a human form of life. So, the responsibility of human being is that he has to engage all the living entities as much as possible in Lord service. You can just now imagine like what kind of products are used in Lord service, for example. From deer we use this musk. There is something called as musk gland. In Tirupati they use, from a cat they will take a oil. 𝗂𝗨𝗶𝗃 తైలం అంటారు దాన్ని. Some kind of oil they take. And they use deer skin and tiger skin, for example. Great rishis, they used to have tiger skin, deer skin and all. And peacock feathers we use. Yes or no? So many things we take from the nature. See how exalted is Vedic culture. But unintelligent people, they think that why these people are worshipping nature. No. We are engaging everything. We use banana leaf. We use everything we use. So that they all will get human form of life. Sir, no. So that's the point here. So every action has equal and corresponding reaction. This is third law of motion. So karma, this is called as karma. For example, you can see in that picture. So karma and types of reactions, for example. Some reactions are instant and some reactions are delayed. Okay. Some are instant. For example, immediately you will get the result. If you punch someone on the face, immediately he will punch you. That is instant reaction. A delayed reaction, if you sow a seed, then slowly plant will grow and it becomes a tree and it will start giving you fruits. Right? Yeah. So in human form of life, we have got developed intelligence to discriminate and lead responsible lives. See. So human form of life is very responsible. Why? Because not only we can engage in Lord service, we can also engage all the other species also. Yes or no? We can engage all the other species also. Horses, elephants, bulls, and they will offer buffalo curd for Lord. So many things are there. Earlier they used to use this horse tail to paint the temples, for example. Not only that, when they perform abhishekam for the Lord, they have to clean everything. They use horse tail, for example. That horse will get human form, you see. Like that. And they used to have this tiger nails, one kind of necklace. Tiger nails will be embedded in that. So like that. So human form of life is very, very responsible. We should not lead irresponsible lives. But if one engages in sinful activities, what are the 4 sinful activities? There are many, but these are the gross things. Meat eating, this is a sinful activity. Intoxication, you can understand easily. All the companies are mentioned here, gutka. Okay. Yeah. Gambling. Nowadays, gambling, everyone is involved in that. Rummy, play rummy, something. Even if you are hearing some Bhagavad Gita also, suddenly Rummy person will come in between. Why are you watching Bhagavad Gita? Play Rummy for some time. Play Rummy because I am playing, my mummy is also playing Rummy. I have earned some 1 lakh rupees, they say, right? Suddenly someone will come. Suddenly, they see how demonic they are. Some well-looking, some very respectable, good-looking lady will come in between. And she will say, see, I am playing Rummy. I am not cooking, but I am playing Rummy and I am earning so much money. How nonsense it is. Gambling. And illicit sex. Engaging in sexual activities other than procreation, other than begetting children. That is illicit sex. So these are all sinful, 4 pillars of sinful life. People are engaged in these 4 things. So when one ignores God's laws and engages in sinful activities, then one glides down to animal bodies, repeated birth and repeated death, you see. Right? Because we have got responsible human form of life. Now we have to decide whether we will go up or down. If you lead responsible lives in service of the Lord, then you will go up, means to the higher planets. If you engage yourself in these 4 sinful activities, meat eating, intoxication, gambling and illicit sex, then you will go down to animalistic lives. See here, this fellow is cutting flesh and eating, and he becomes a tiger next life to kill deer and eat, you see. Law of karma acts like that. Because nature will think that, see, I have given you human form of life so that you can serve the Lord in the temple, but you fellow, you want to eat some fresh flesh. So why do you want to have human form of body? If that is your desire, then I will give such a kind of body that is very, very much conducive to meat eating. Yes or no? There are many restrictions on human life for eating meat. Yes or no? Even if someone can anyone eat only meat in human form of life? That's not possible. No one can eat only meat. They have to take some vegetable food also. But if someone desperately want to eat only meat, then in next life, forget human form of life. You will get some wild form of species. See, here this fellow is sleeping long hours. One boy was telling that, some IIT boy, he's telling, I slept on Friday and I got up on Sunday, he's telling. Boastfully he's telling, I can sleep long. But sleeping long hours, one becomes a polar bear, for example, next life. 6 months without shame it sleeps. See, polar bear, what is the specialty of polar bear? Hibernation. They used to teach in childhood. Polar bear hibernates itself for 6 months, you can say. If you develop such kind of desire, then that's what happens. So a lady, in the name of acting in movie, exposes her body, so she becomes a tree in next life, because tree doesn't wear any clothes. Got the point? Just stand in sun and winter and rain like that, without any shame. See how people are wasting their lives. You can understand if you read Bhagavad Gita how valuable this human form of life is. But out of ignorance, how we are wasting it. Now, for example, in Bhagavatam we have the example of Nalakuvara and Manigriva, 2 sons of Kubera. They are not wearing any clothes. They also got a body of tree actually in Vrindavan. Then Krishna came. This is a big pastime in Bhagavatam, you can see. So, if we obey God's laws, following the principles of austerity, sacrifice, knowledge and association of saints. And one more thing we have missed. I have shown you 3 pillars of sinful life, and one more is illicit sex. Nowadays this habit of masturbation and all this illicit sex, left, right and all, without any marriage relationship and all. So if someone is very much interested in that, they will get the body of a dog in the next life, because dogs have no discrimination. Very dangerous, you see. So that's why in human form of life, we have to follow these 4 principles. What are they? Austerity, sacrifice, no? Knowledge and association of saints. No? Then we can attain the supreme destination. No birth, no old age, no disease, no death. No? Now today, out of ignorance, people think that, okay, anyway we will die. Anyway we will become old. So let us enjoy now. See. More and more they are implicating themselves in birth, death and old disease. If you think like that, that anyway I will die, let me enjoy today, then you have to die 100 times more. You see. But if you think that, okay, anyway I will die, why I have to waste my life? Let me serve Lord or chant some Hare Krishna mantra or read some Bhagavad Gita. Then you will stop, your death will stop. This is your last death, that's all. That is intelligence. But people are taught in a different way. They are taught that anyway you will die at one point of time. So eat, sleep, marry, drink, enjoy, dance. That's what they told. No? So we have to follow these principles. No? Sacrifice, austerity, knowledge, association of saints. So if we obey God's laws following ABCD formula, it's interesting. What is ABCD formula? A means association. We have to associate with devotees. For example, we are having an association here. What are we discussing? Are we discussing some cinemas here, or politics or sports? What are we discussing here? No? Spiritual knowledge. This is called as association. So we should always try to have association whenever we get time. No? Better to stay only in association. If not, then try whenever you get time for associating with devotees. B means books. Okay? But don't use your time wastely. So utilize whenever you get time, read Bhagavad Gita. Very important, books. C is chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We will see in another session how chanting is there in all the religions. Not only in Sanatana Dharma, but all religions, they have the process of chanting. And D is a diet. Diet is, we have to take Krishna Prasadam, which is offered to Krishna. So you have good opportunity because you are being given Prasadam, in this program. And E means engagement. There are so many engagements, services. For example, our Matajis and all, they are cutting for and cleaning pots. You are engaging, right? The same way, some are distributing books, and some are cooking, some are organizing, some are making all the arrangements, someone is playing mridanga, someone is singing, someone is cleaning. These are all kinds of engagements. So you have to engage yourself, or making garlands, cleaning the arati plates and all, everything, so many services are there. Okay, so the man who has escaped these 3 gates of hell, see, these are called as 3 gates of hell. What are the 3 gates of hell? Lust, anger and greed. These are 3 gates of hell. O son of Kunti performs acts conducive to self-realization and thus gradually attains the supreme destination. See, so in that way we can return back to Godhead. Once if we go there, there is no point of again coming back here. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Mamupetya punarjanma 𝗂𝐿𝐴𝐸 napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gatihi. He says, after attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection, Bhagavad Gita says. Even though if you go to moon or Mars, again you will be searching where is India, where is Hyderabad, where is Gachibowli again. No? No. Srila Prabhupada was telling once, this who is this person? Yuri Gagarin, someone. Russia has sent him to space. Okay? This Gagarin was telling, from space he is searching where is Russia. You see. Prabhupada explains that, this vulture, for example. Nowadays you don't see vultures. Eagles you can see. They can fly so high, right? No? The science and technology example is like this. They will fly so high. For example, an eagle or vulture can fly so high, But from there again it will be searching where is dead body to it, you see. No? The same way, even though you go to Mars and Moon, again they will be, what did you do by going down to Mars? No, I smoked a cigarette there. See. Ultimately what they will do, enjoyment means same thing, the four things, illicit sex or drinking or gambling, all these things. They think the success of life is to eat, drink, sleep and mate on moon. See. No? Same thing even animals are also doing, same things people in villages are also doing, same thing people in towns are doing, people in Hyderabad are doing, people in London are doing, New York are doing. The same thing they want to do on the Mars and Moon. They call it as advancement. See, 𝗤𝗨𝗡𝗆. Same thing. Again become a rat kind of thing. Okay, he may go to Moon, but having gone to Moon, he will not chant Hare Krishna. What he will do there? He will engage in four sinful activities. Again he will become what? Because there is no concession that Mother Nature will not recognize, oh, this fellow has gone to Mars. Let us give him a human body. No. Nothing like that. What did you do by going on to Mars? No. You did sense gratification, then you become a dog again. See. No. Going to Mars in this life and next life again, roaming like a dog in 𝗵𝗶𝗆𝐺𝐵. This is the cycle. No? So every one of you, we can attain this highest perfection if we live our life, of Krishna consciousness. That is the point. So, what is the summary of this session? So, what did we see? We have seen what are the problems, right? So, real problems we have seen. What are the scientific solutions we have seen? Science cannot solve these problems. Vedic wisdom can solve the problems. By understanding what is the problem, why we are suffering. So, why are we suffering? What is the reason? Because we have disobeyed the laws of God. We have rebelled against. So, we are suffering. No? So, what is the way out now? Again, you start abiding by the rules of Lord. Live life according to Bhagavad Gita. Then you will get liberation. Hare Krishna. So this is the end of this session. So if you have any questions and comments, now the floor is yours. You can ask. Yes, please.
What is the solution to overcome these problems?
That's what we have discussed. When you have to solve a problem, first you have to understand the problem. Now we understood the problems. No? Why we are saying? Simple thing. Birth, death, old age and disease, 4 plus 𝗤𝐷𝐵𝐾 𝗦𝘂𝐽𝐽, which you have seen. No? Misery is due to our body and mind, misery is due to other living entities, and misery is due to natural calamities. Do you think these 7 are punishments or rewards? What do you say? Do you feel it's like a punishment, or suffering is a punishment or reward? Tell me. Punishment. So who will be punished generally? One who commits a mistake, right? Now we have to inquire what mistake did we commit. So the Shastra gives you answer that you committed a mistake. What is that mistake? You are acting against the laws of God. So what are the laws of God? We have to go to Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna explains what are the laws of God. So this is the problem. So because of our misbehavior we are put into prison. When you behave properly, again you will be let out. Yes or no? The same way, what we have to do, we have to live according to Bhagavad Gita. We have to live according to the instructions of the God. Then we will be released again from here. Then we will, all our problems will be solved. Yeah. Yes.
There might be people who are not committing any sins that you mentioned over there. What happens to them?
There might be people who are not committing these 4 sinful activities. Yeah. You may not be committing these 4 sinful activities, but at the same time, if you are not serving God, then you may get again human form of life, again and again. But what is the point again? You may get human form of life in a wealthy family because you have not committed any sinful activity. But even though you take birth in a wealthy family or in a very aristocratic or educated family, still you have those 4 problems, right? Birth, death, old and disease are there. So just by not committing sinful activities, we can escape animal form of life. Okay, you will get human form of life. But that's not enough. Because in human form of life, again you have these problems. If you want to come out of that, then you have to surrender to the Lord. We have to live as Lord directs us in the Shastras. That's the point. Any other questions? Okay, then we'll take, yes, please.
According to anger, lust, greed, fear,
3 gates of hell. Yeah. Lust, anger and greed.
anger, in the material life, we are so much like we are doing jobs, like we are every day we will get the suppose today we will get one scenario, tomorrow we will get one scenario. Like the material life, like day by day, the problems will come.
Yes.
Like in one situation we may not come angry, one situation we come angry. How to overcome that?
Yeah.
Because if we offer, we are the desires of the Lord, of course we are chanting or
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita. In some situations, how to overcome?
Yes. Good question. Simple. See, if you are in a battleground, for example, you are in middle of a war. In war, the situation will be very tense, right? So people will be shouting, people will be screaming, people will be beating, cutting, shooting, all those things will be there. So, once the war is finished, okay, government will reward those soldiers who have fought very chivalrously, yes or no? For example. But while fighting, they have, sometimes we see people, they call bad names and all these things. But still, when you win the war, you will be rewarded, yes or no? Why? Because you have served the purpose of government, yes or no? Okay, now war is over, the same person, because of holidays, government has given him holidays, you go home and come. Now you came to your house. No, you have some argument with your next door person, your neighbor. Because you are army person, immediately you will take your rifle and shoot him. Now what happens? You will be arrested or not? But you will say, Arey, I killed some 20 or 30 people in the battlefield, you gave me an award. I just killed one fellow, why did you arrest me? What makes the difference? You tell me. Yes. Situation. The thing is purpose. Yes or no? What was the purpose then when he was fighting? He was fighting for government. So because he was fighting for government, whatever he does in battlefield, that will become legal. Yes or no? But when you are not working for government, even you do a little mistake, you will be punished. So the point here is, when you make the goal of your life, to please the Lord, when you do everything in your life to please the Lord, when you make the center of all your activities to please the Lord, then whatever things, as you told, anxiety, like some scenarios change, you will become anger and all these things. All these things will be forgotten. Why? Because yes, because you are working for Lord, for example, Arjuna, he was fighting for Krishna in the battlefield. So he was killing everyone. He killed his guru, for example. Before starting to fight, Arjuna was reluctant to fight. I told, I will not fight. Why I have to kill my guru? I have to kill my grandfather Bhishma. All my relatives I have to kill. No, I am not going to kill. I will incur sinful reactions, he told. Then Krishna told, I am telling you to kill. You kill for my pleasure. Then Arjuna killed. He attained glory, right? He attained liberation. The same way, all these things we have to fear because now we are not working for the Lord. Now we are not working as per the directions of the Lord. Now we are not making the goal of our life to satisfy Krishna or Lord. That's why we are being affected by all these things. But when you make the purpose of your life, the goal of your life is to attain God, with that mood, if you do all the things, all the activities with that consciousness, then all these things will be wiped out. That's all. It's like, otherwise what will happen? Even though when you walk also you have to kill so many living entities. You will get karma for that. But a person who is working for God, even though he may kill so many living entities, he will not incur any sin. You got the answer? What I am telling? This is the secret of life. So that's why it is called as Krishna consciousness movement. So we have to always be thinking, okay, the goal of my life is to attain liberation. So for that I have to surrender to Krishna. So you have to work in the way how Krishna is asking you to work. Government is asking you, you shoot all those enemies. If you shoot, then you will be rewarded. But government didn't order you. You just, your crazy mind told you to kill your neighbor. Then you will be punished. That's all. Yeah, you have a question? No, yourself. Yeah.
It has happened, the same argument.
Uh-huh.
It has happened here. He was in army and he came to home, and for some reason he killed his wife and children,
Uh-huh.
and he was dead.
Uh-huh.
And he completed his imprisonment after coming to village.
Uh-huh.
Whoever was against him,
Hmm.
his family members and the villagers,
Okay.
he took a sword and started
Yeah.
killing everybody. Almost 7 people he killed.
Uh-huh.
After that, court has declared that he is
Mentally retarded.
mentally retired, and they have handed over to Ramakrishna.
Hand over to
Ramakrishna.
Ramakrishna Matta. Okay.
That has happened.
Acha.
Yeah. He's a hermit.
Okay. Acha. So like that, it depends on what are we working for. No? Sometimes we see, if you are a member of ruling party, whatever nonsense you do, what happens? It will be overseen, right? No one will bother you. But if you are the member of an opposition party, what happens? You know what happens. This is the case. So we have to work for Krishna. That is the success of our life. Antiseptic. Yeah.
We do only that what Krishna gives, that work. We are capable of that work, so Krishna will give. Sometimes.
Everyone can be engaged in service of Krishna because God has given everyone some capacity. In that capacity, we can work for Krishna. Okay? Everyone can work for Krishna. You have to just recognize what you know, what you can do, what is your talent, and just you use it for Krishna. That's all. Your life is perfect. That's okay. So you want to give some break before the next session? Yeah, you have a question, please.
If prayer is required to achieve our goals.
What is that?
Prayer is required
Yeah.
to achieve our goals.
Definitely, prayer is required. When you chant Hare Krishna, that is praying Krishna. Because there are so many people, the Lord is already self-satisfied. For example, Krishna has so many servants. He is self-satisfied. But still you want service of Krishna. Then you have to pray him. Krishna, please give me your service. He doesn't want your service, but because you are praying, he will give you service. You got the point? So prayer is very essential. No? If you pray, then you can see the result. Yeah. And your prayer should be genuine also. Because Krishna is not Lord is not like an ordinary person. You can cheat an ordinary person. No? Sometimes we see beggars, they come and beg. They don't have the necessity actually. They want to drink something. They'll come and say, oh, I am very hungry, please give 10 rupees. Immediately you will give, Arey Baba, he is very old lady, let us give some 10 rupees. But Lord is not like that. Lord can, because he is in the heart of each and every person, he can understand how genuine your prayer is. If really your prayer is genuine, then definitely you will get the result. That's the point. Okay. So, but the formula is you have to deserve before you desire. That's the principle. Yeah. Any other queries? Yes.
So, you mentioned the four requirements, right?
Mm.
For suppose if we did any one of those,
Mm.
we will be doing in this life.
Mm.
And after we knowing what is the reason behind that,
Yeah.
we committed those things.
Okay.
And we know now, like I know now.
Mm.
So, if I follow the rules of God now,
Mm.
can I take the same in the same life, or as I already committed the sin,
Mm.
will there be the punishment?
No, it won't be there. See, it is said that to err is human. Okay? But rectifying it is our dharma. Okay? In Telugu it is said, తప్పు చేయడం మానవ సహజం, సరిదిద్దుకోవడమే మానవ ధర్మం. Okay? So, because you have attained human form of life, now you can understand that this is wrong, this should not be done. So, nice. So, you rectify yourself, that's all. That is done. No need of any punishment. Because Lord is very merciful. What He wants is that He doesn't want to throw you in fire forever in hell, like in some religions they say. They speak of eternal damnation. They say, if you don't believe in our Lord, then you will be thrown in the hell forever. But Lord is not like a cruel or mentally retarded person. Because He is genuine, no? Because He want us, all of us, to return back home, back to Godhead. If really we have committed some mistakes, still if you have that genuine sincerity, you want to change yourself, Krishna will recognize that. And He will give you a chance to you. Yeah, like that. He's not a machine. No? Yes. Okay. Want to give a break for some time?
So, how many of you are already part of the WhatsApp group? I've just posted a QR where by scanning it you will get a Google form.